everyone, and welcome back to Synergy Technical's IT Mythbusting. As always, I'm your host, Lexi, and today's myth is that your MSP, or Managed Services Provider, is also your MSSP, or Managed Security Services Provider. You can already see the names really similar, roles overlap a lot. However, depending on your contract, I'm not going to say this myth is outright busted or true, because it is dependent on what you've signed, but they're not inherently taking on your security. Again, your contract could say, hey, we're going to take over your security, but for the most part, a managed services provider is not going to be your one security source. So to kind of put that into perspective, your managed services provider is operational, whereas your MSSP is ensuring that your people and systems are safe, secure, and compliant. So you can see, while they're similar, the MSSP is so specialized in security, whereas the MSP is really high level. So kind of to put in really short, simple terms, MSP is administrative, MSSP is only focused on IT security. So you can see how, even if your MSP is not your MSSP, you can see that there's a benefit for, molding them together and having your MSP take over your security because, they already have access to your systems, you know them, you trust them. So if you're letting them take over your security, that brings your risk level down, your responsibility level down, and you're still using managed services, so they're taking over your tedious daily tasks to let your people get back to what they need to do, but they're also taking over security, so they have a responsibility to make sure that your systems are safe and secure, up to date. Just like your managed services provider, make sure that your systems are up to date, patched, everything like that. So it's a lot simpler to have your MSSP be your MSP. It's important to note that then you do lack diversity in the expertise. If you're staying with one company, maybe then you could be getting other education, but your MSP and your MSSP are going to be highly, highly specialized. They have a lot of experience in this. They've seen these happen 10 times before. They know exactly what to do. And it's also, you might be saving money if you bundle your MSP with your MSSP, so you're combining those solutions. And all of your data stays with one company. You don't have to worry about, your MSP communicating with your MSSP in the event that something goes wrong. You don't have to worry about your MSSP not being able to access certain systems because your MSP is taking over something or making a change. So it's really streamlined and really helpful to just kind of say, hey, you're my managed services provider. Can we start doing security? And they go together, and it's fantastic. So while it does depend on your contract, for the most part, your managed services provider is not completely taking over your security solutions when you enter into a contract with them. But if this is something you're interested in doing, it is really convenient to have your MSP become your MSSP. So I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode of Synergy Technical's IT Mythbusting.